Welcome back to my channel. This is fun. This has been really worthwhile. Honestly, this is the fourth video of my series, my 6 takes on just Snyder's Zack's League. That's the title. Just Snyder's Zack's League. We're here. We are not queer in this video, but find the video and you will understand the reference. Unless, of course, you accept that as a term, then by all means, and if you don't accept that as a term, then, let me know. And like, whatever, let's have a debate. Let's have, let's get that algorithm going. Let's have, let's get the, the Facebooks involved and everything. And, get these are the times, these are the fun times where we're just climbing down each other's throats. It's a lot of fun, and it's relevant to today's video, to this video. But first, before I get into that, I have to thank today's sponsor, which is that subscribe button, and also the thumbs up button. Those are two companies. Those are amazing companies that I think that you should all go and check out. My, just leave my code. I'll leave maybe a link down below. You can just copy and paste that, and then comment down below after you hit the, totally, like, here. I mean, honestly, this is the best ad copy you've ever experienced. So, I mean, honestly, it doesn't get better than this. So every company, hey, every single company, just give me the money. And I'm not promising that I'm gonna do anything for your company, but just give me the money. That's all I'm saying is, give me the money. I'm coming for the money. I'm just kidding. I'm Horrjblue. I'm greedy. I know. What are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about the money. So we got to talk about the Boreman, the Boring Man. I keep missing. His name is Bat-Bore. I mean, come on, dude. Get it together. Bat-Boring Man. Dang it, I can't even say it. So, Borefleck. Damn it, that's not right. Why do we keep saying bore? Why do I keep just saying bore and boring? It's like, why? This is terrible. Bore. Bit. Sorry, bit. I meant to say bit. Yeah, why is Batman boring? Like, why? What is... So, in BVS, Batman was at least weird and bizarre, and it was interesting watching his sort of weird, like, edgy take, his crazy edginess. There's some great lines, I feel, in that movie from Batfleck, which I like. That is, like, honestly, I mostly have favorable opinions of Affleck. I want to say Batfleck, but Affleck and Batfleck, of course, as well. I think in terms of having Ben Affleck as Batman, I don't think it's really his problem that it hasn't really panned out to be exciting and wonderful for him. I don't really feel that it's his problem, other than the choice that he wound up as the Batman in these movies and not in, like, another director's movies. But and it's kind of sad that, like, he seems to have been hit by really rocky, hard times in the last several years. Because I think that he has made some pretty good movies, and I think he has the capacity to be a great actor. And just not in this movie. I don't know what this is. What is the disconnect? The problem? Why is he so boring? Like, I don't understand. So let's try to run through his character. So the movie does tries and fails. I'm sorry. I'm at a spoiler alert. Fails to make him look interesting or clever or like good or like conflicted or anything that would make him interesting. Like we have this opening scene where he has to climb this mountain in the snow to go and find Aquaman. He can't just fly into this little port thing, whatever. He has to get on a horse, put on snow goggles and a little jacket, go in the snow, almost kill the horse, possibly because he's going on a freaking mountain trek with the horse in the snow. Why? Why? Just why? So he can find Aquaman and get rejected? Like, that's kind of the funniest thing about it is it's like he has one, he doesn't really have like I would say he has like a legitimate plan or an attempt to like really like understand how to get Aquaman to join his cause. It's like, sometimes I dress up like bats. Or what is he says something like that. And it's so bizarre. It's like watching a dude who had so much time to think about what to say to a girl to get her number, and then he winds up like completely missing his shot, like totally, like he had so much time while he's on that horse, freezing almost to death, pretty much, for whatever reasons, without his, as far as we know, without his bat suit, which would potentially give him armor if like some shenanigans or something went down. It's like so weird. And then I'm trying to think of the others. So then he misses with Aquaman, which is like, I mean, honestly, like that's like there's an idea there that is like interesting. Like, I mean, obviously there's like a plot point that's in a lot of movies, but when you execute it good, it is good. Like it creates tension. It creates a good story when you're like, these two are gonna get together. These two are gonna totally hook up. See my Aquaman video, if it's already posted. I don't know what order these are posting in, honestly. We shall see for future editor Horrjblue. But like when these two link up, like, or these two are gonna link up eventually in the future, right? We know that's gonna happen. But what makes for a good movie is it's not easy, or there's sort of like a obvious sort of conflict between them that's causing them not to be able to link up yet. This movie just has like Batman wind up looking like a little lost puppy with his tail between his legs. Aquaman gets to look like a badass, or we attempt to make him look like a badass, but I don't completely agree that he winds up looking like cool or anything. Like, he winds up looking like a dude trying too hard, honestly. And so does Batfleck in this movie. Like, why are we on a horse in the snow with just some goggles? You know, why do we have this shot where he's just staring down, like he's staring right into the camera, looking ridiculous? Because it's a movie. Oh, we have to have a shot And that's not the only shot. Like, there's several shots in this movie where it's just the character or the actor clearly stopping. Like, and it's clearly Zack stopping everything. So you can just have this face, like, and this, like, looking. Like, stopping everything just to have... I can't think of the specific moment, but there's literally a moment where I was like, wait for it. Okay, he's gonna say it. Okay, the actor to say, like, okay, Zack, you got the shot? Okay, good. Let's keep going. Okay, cool. Like, literally, there are moments of this movie where, and that's one of the, like, the first ones where it's just like, this is poorly executed. This is honestly poorly executed. I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to create this sort of, like, subjective moment and have this moment with Batman and him looking down on this town and setting up what's going on. But it's like this moment of just watching Ben Affleck, not Batman, not Bruce Wayne. It's Ben Affleck just standing on a mountain looking down. Like, it's literally, that's all that it is. It doesn't feel like it's the character. It feels like, that's pulls you out of the movie when you're looking at somebody and they're doing something for the camera. Like, it clearly looks like they're doing something for the camera rather than them just existing and being a real person. And Batman doesn't feel like a real person at all in this movie, like, honestly. So, if he's a rich dude, like, okay, who has a Mercedes, has a nice little Mercedes, why does he have to work on, this broke down plane? Like, why? What is the purpose exactly that he has to work on this broke down plane that we don't know will actually be effective in fighting Wolfmother? That's his name. It's Wolfmother. Some people might tell you it's stepping on a wolf, but that's not his name. That's not his name at all. His name is Wolfmother. See my Mother Woman, my Wonder Mother video. You know what I'm saying. To know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, good. We know. Because I don't. Cause as long as you know, because I don't know anything. How many times can I, plug my own name? Always be, that's the thing is, like, you're always plugging. That's hustle, always plug. Well, actually, don't always plug. Sometimes you got to unplug things just so, like, especially if it's like crazy storm out, you should probably unplug some of your devices. So don't always be plugging in, but here for me, I'm allowed to always plug because I'm electric. I'm not going to say it. I am going to say it. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm fighting myself now. I'm sorry. You know the name of the channel. I know. You know. Okay, we're moving on. So, like, he's got to work on this plane and these people are just, these other superheroes or whatever, these other regular people with superpowers are just gonna, like, accept that. They just accept that he has to work on this broke down plane, even though he's got a company of, like, weapons and stuff. I mean, it would make sense, like, if in BVS, like, the broke down plane was in BVS and Superman broke it, and so he's trying to fix it because Superman broke it, and so he's struggling fixing it because he wants to, like, restore the plane, but it's also, like, I guess, some type of metaphor for, like, fixing his issues with Superman. So if he fixes the plane that he tried to kill Superman with or whatever, then it's some type of, I don't know. That would make a heck of a lot more sense. But instead, he's fixing a broke down plane, which makes him boring. Instead of like him maybe creating or spending buttloads of money, like he says, he has this joke, he has this little one joke with the Flash, after he picks him up, like, so what's your superpower? I'm rich. But what does he do in this movie that proves that to be true, other than him say, I'm rich? Like, I have this broke down plane. Like, what? Oh, he hired he paid for a horse to take him to Iceland, I think it is, or Greenland, or whatever. I don't know, to go to this weird shack and meet a guy, because that's, that's where that guy always drinks or whatever. I don't know, man. I genuinely don't. I don't get why are we making Batman? Why are we making the most interesting character in the Justice League boring? Why? What happened? What in the world happened? So the others can shine? Or we didn't think that this was boring. We thought that this would make Batman more interesting. Because if he's working on a broke down plane, then it kind of feels like, oh, well, there's a broke down guy in the ground too. He's got to work on that. See? Parallels. It's like, what? So then that's one of the areas that also is boring, is he's just like, yeah, we got to bring back Superman. And it's the other ones that are questioning whether we should do it. No, we got to bring back Superman because I'm hurting, and I tried to kill him, and then he died, and then I was like, I'm guilty, and we got to bring back Superman. We can't do it without Superman. I can't do it without Superman. So this is cool, awesome. Let's bring back Superman. Bring back the Superman. And it's like, I mean, I'm rich, and I could technically make a lot of tech too. I mean, I technically tried to make a bunch of tech that defeated him. So, I mean, I could go in and make a bunch more tech and spend a bunch more money to basically replace him or do stuff that could be in place of him. No, only Superman's. No, only Superman's. He's the only Deus Ex Machina that can defeat this. Like Wolf Mother. Sorry, my leg is itching, which is more interesting than this Batman in this movie. Does he say he literally? I can't even remember anything that he says. Not that I can remember all of the stuff that he says in BVS or the exact lines, but I remember, being more interesting, I can remember, do you bleed? Whatever. Which is, ridiculous, but it's still a good line to say to Superman or whatever at that moment. If there's even 1% of a chance, we have to take it, or whatever. Yeah. So it's just I don't remember. I can remember a line, and this is one of the disappointing, I think, points of people looking at Justice League. Remember, I'm saying Justice, not Zack's League. Okay, as long as that's clear. I liked sort of the Flash just save one person moment. I thought that was a good moment. I thought that was interesting. I don't know if it's a good character moment for the Flash or whatever, but I thought it was a good, interesting moment to put in a superhero movie, or even any movie, really, honestly, where somebody has to save people, but they're scared, and to just save one life, it will at least, cause the character to go in, see that they could do it, or at least try, and get over their fear. And so, just save one person, then at least you've saved one person, you've helped to save at least one person. Like, the hope is that they'll see, like, oh, I can do this if they do achieve saving one person. So I thought it was a smart moment. But that you don't have that moment in this movie. So, like, there's no sort of, like, I don't remember any good Batman moments where he really saves the day other than bringing back Superman. Like, yeah, I can't even remember really Batman at the end in the climax. Not that the climax was all that great, interesting. I mean, Cyborg was great. Superman's re-entrance was great in terms of just, like, I mean, fun. But not necessarily in terms of, like, whether it was really good or smart. At least in the context of this movie, like. But those are not the characters that we're talking about right now, and so it's hard to not get distracted by these other characters and just focus on Borefleck. I mean, Boring Man. I mean, Bat Bore. I mean, I'm bored. So why, Zack? Why'd you bore me with? He's like, he's either, it's him and Spider-Man. Like, I'm sorry, it's him and Spider-Man. Like, they're sort of battling between the number one spot. I think, honestly, in terms of superheroes, it's those two. It's definitively those two. There's no others that, like, are, a match at all for that top spot. There's literally none. Not Captain America. Not Superman. Definitely not Superman. I don't even think Superman. I don't know if Superman's even really in the top 10. Honestly, it's sort of hard to see even Superman, even though he's the first, really in the top 10. Like, he is, like, still great, but we're not talking about him. We're talking about Batman. Batman's definitely number one or number two. Like, and it's a toss-up, honestly, between Spider-Man and Batman at the end of the day. So why is Batman bad? You can't. How do you mess up Batman? Like, honestly. Joel Schumacher is asking. I'm more than. So I think that's all that I can say about this. Honestly, I think, right? Except for the end. Okay, well, this is one of the points I think that I have left with Batfleck. I thought it was like weird, but kind of cool on some level. Since I just name dropped Joel Schumacher. He kind of looked like George Clooney at the end with this after scene. Like, Ben Affleck somehow wound up in this moment reminding me of George Clooney. Like, having, I don't know exactly how to explain it. If it's like, it's the gray hair, it's just the way he's standing. There's something about, and even his facial features, the way they shot it. He just had something that reminds me so much of George Clooney. And I've never thought, oh, in a million years, like, George Clooney and Ben Affleck look alike. I mean, I don't know if other people have thought that, but, like, when I see, I'm never like, oh, is that George Clooney? Oh, no, it's Ben Affleck or whatever. I've never had that moment, but then it's just like, in those moments, it's just sort of weird. It was like interesting also, like, I guess. And, he looked like another Batman. So it's like, oh, okay, interesting. Cool. Or not, because that's like one of the worst iterations of Batman. So I don't know. And yeah, I guess this is where I talk about Martian Manhunter, I guess, because he's not going to have his own episode. Sorry. He's not really in this movie. He doesn't really exist. You just can't, like, throw him in there and, like, expect this, like, this is very much the same thing with the emails from BVS. Like, you just kind of threw him in there. Didn't really give him a good moment. He says a bunch of, like, stuff to try to have maybe a sequel or whatever, or, like, the idea is Zack Snyder's, what are they all calling it? Cinematic universe? It's gonna keep going or whatever. It's some of the stuff that he says is just so, like, so just trying hard to, like, reframe everything almost, like, and to, like, frame everything in a way that makes the movie better or whatever. Like, it's like an author, like, trying to interpret their own work and ensure that people interpret their work in the way that they wanted the work to be interpreted. And I'm not going to explain any further than that. If you feel the same way, you can, get in the dooblies and debate people. Let's just, here's some sticks. Y'all go at it. Go fighting. I'm out of here because I gotta go and do the next two videos still. And I hope you enjoy. Good, whatever time it is. Night, day, morning, other times of the day. Yeah. Subscribe.